Toxic people are an unavoidable part of life. Whether in the workplace, at home, or even among friends, we all encounter individuals who drain our energy, test our patience, and challenge our inner peace. The Stoics, ancient philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, understood this challenge. They didn't believe in trying to change others, rather, they believed in changing how we respond to difficult or toxic people. Stoicism teaches us how to remain calm and unaffected in the face of negativity, allowing us to maintain our inner peace while navigating the toxic behaviors around us. In life, toxic people often cause emotional disturbances by their actions or words. They can make us feel less confident, more anxious, or even angry. But the Stoic approach is not to react impulsively or to get caught up in their chaos. Instead, Stoicism encourages us to practice self-control, detachment from negative emotions, and a focus on what we can control. Here are 7 Stoic strategies that will empower you to rise above toxic influences and handle them with wisdom, patience, and resilience. Before we begin, if this video resonates well with you, kindly like the video and subscribe to support our channel. So moving on. 1. Stay calm when insulted. The first Stoic lesson in dealing with toxic people is to remain calm when you're insulted or provoked. Imagine someone speaking to you with harsh words, criticizing you in front of others, or attacking your character. Naturally, your first reaction might be to defend yourself, lash out, or feel deeply hurt. However, Stoicism teaches us that we should not let the insults of others disturb our peace. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When someone insults you, they are expressing their own negativity or insecurities. It's not a reflection of your worth. Instead of reacting emotionally, the Stoic way is to stay composed. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself that their words are just noise, and don't let their negativity penetrate your inner calm. By not reacting, you demonstrate strength. The power to control your emotional response is in your hands, and that is where your true strength lies. 2. Observe before acting. The Stoics valued the ability to pause and reflect before taking action, especially when dealing with toxic people. In moments of conflict or stress, our instinct is often to react immediately. But this is where many of us fall into traps set by toxic individuals. Epictetus advised, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This is an essential Stoic principle. Before engaging with someone who is toxic or who has caused you distress, take a moment to observe the situation. Think of it as watching a scene in a movie before jumping into the action. You want to fully understand what's happening. By observing, you can see the toxic person's behavior for what it is, a reflection of their own issues, not something personal against you. This gives you clarity and allows you to respond with wisdom rather than being swept away by emotions. Observation creates a buffer between their negativity and your response. With this pause, you can choose to act rationally and with purpose. 3. Practice empathy. While toxic people often test our patience, Stoicism teaches that we should try to understand them rather than condemn them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize?" When dealing with toxic individuals, it's easy to label them as bad or troublesome. But the Stoics believed that everyone acts based on their understanding of the world, and often toxic behavior stems from inner suffering or ignorance. By practicing empathy, you can recognize that their behavior reflects their struggles, not yours. This doesn't mean you have to tolerate harmful actions, but by viewing them with compassion, you can distance yourself emotionally from their negativity. Empathy allows you to keep your peace and maintain control over how you respond without taking their toxicity personally. 4. Avoid engaging in pointless drama. Toxic people love to stir up drama. They thrive on conflict, arguments, and unnecessary complications, often pulling you into situations that drain your energy and waste your time. The Stoics remind us that life is too short for such distractions. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say, or think, or do, only what you do." If someone is constantly creating problems, trying to bait you into arguments, or drawing you into their emotional storms, remember that your time and energy are valuable. The Stoic approach is to disengage from this drama. Instead of arguing, justifying yourself, or trying to win the conflict, simply choose not to participate. Toxic people only have power over you if you let them. Walk away from the drama and focus on what truly matters in your life, your goals, your values, and your own well-being. You'll find that when you stop giving them your attention, they lose their hold over you. 5. Practice inner peace in chaos. Stoicism emphasizes maintaining inner tranquility, regardless of what is happening around you. Toxic people often bring chaos into our lives, whether it's through their erratic behavior, constant complaints, or manipulative tactics. However, just because there's chaos around you doesn't mean you need to be disturbed internally. Epictetus taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Toxic people may try to disrupt your peace, but they cannot succeed unless you allow them to. Imagine yourself as the calm center of a storm. The world around you may be chaotic, but you remain serene and unaffected. When dealing with someone toxic, remind yourself that you are in control of your reactions. Keep your emotions steady and focused. This doesn't mean ignoring the situation, but rather choosing how you respond to it. By practicing inner peace, you become resilient in the face of chaos. 6. Don't over-explain yourself. One of the mistakes many of us make when dealing with toxic people is feeling the need to constantly explain or justify ourselves. We try to make them understand our perspective, or we give long explanations in the hope of avoiding conflict. However, Stoicism teaches that your actions should speak for themselves, and you don't need to constantly explain your decisions. Seneca wrote, "Be silent as to services you have rendered, but speak of favors you have received." This advice speaks to the importance of letting your actions reflect your values, rather than words. Toxic people often aren't interested in your reasoning. They want to draw you into debates or make you feel guilty. Instead of falling into this trap, simply stand by your actions and decisions without over-explaining. The Stoics believe that true strength comes from knowing who you are and what you stand for. By not giving in to the need for constant justification, you protect your peace and assert your strength. 7. Set boundaries and stick to them. Perhaps the most important Stoic lesson for dealing with toxic people is learning to set boundaries. Toxic individuals often push limits. They may invade your personal space, demand too much of your time, or try to manipulate your emotions. Stoicism teaches that boundaries are essential for protecting your well-being and preserving your energy. Epictetus reminded us, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Setting boundaries is your way of responding to toxic behavior. It's about defining what is acceptable and what is not, and then sticking to those limits. If someone continues to disrespect you or crosses those boundaries, the Stoic approach is to firmly but calmly reinforce them. This doesn't require anger or aggression, just clear communication and consistency. By setting boundaries, you protect yourself from the harmful influence of toxic people, and you show them that you value your own well-being. After examining all these strategies, it's safe to say the Stoics understood that while we cannot control the behavior of others, we have full control over how we respond to them. Toxic people are a fact of life, but with Stoic wisdom, you can face them with grace, strength, and inner peace. By staying calm when insulted, observing before acting, releasing attachment to outcomes, avoiding drama, practicing inner peace, not over-explaining yourself, and setting firm boundaries, you become immune to their negativity. Remember, it's not about changing the toxic people around you, but about mastering yourself. Stoicism offers a path to navigate life's challenges with resilience, clarity, and calm. And in a world full of unpredictability and toxic influences, that kind of mastery is truly empowering. If this resonates with you, drop 100 in the comments.